Hey guys, I'm Ben and welcome to another episode of Underground Reviews. Hailing from the hills of the holy city of Jerusalem in Israel, Mesopotamian and Sumerian themed extreme metal outfit Melechesh have returned with a totally unexpected surprise from the vaults over at Nuclear Blast. Coming out of the midst of time and the burning sands of ancient deserts comes an instrumental version of their masterpiece album from 2010 with the apt title of the Epigenesis Instrumentals. When I received the press kit for this review, there was literally no information attached, just the music, leaving me with a bit of a mystery. Why would Ashmedi, the main man of Melechesh, decide to release an instrumental version of the Epigenesis now, some 12 years since the original was released? I thought the answer might lay in the website, but no, not there either. So luckily, after some searching, I found an interview with Decibel magazine, which thankfully did shed some light. Apparently, while chatting with someone at the label one day, they hit across the subject of soundtracks, and this triggered Ashmedi's memory that back in 2010, they had actually done a separate mix and master of the album, which had been forgotten about. With some quick searching done through the archives, Nuclear Blast tracked it down and sent it to the band. Ashmedi, of course, loved hearing this version so much and thought it would inspire fans to reconnect with the album, both from a listening perspective, but also from an interactive one. Sonically, the mix is slightly different. However, it's fairly subtle overall, and if you know and love the original version, then it won't feel too foreign. The guitars are really telling the story of the Epigenesis instrumentals rather than the vocals, and many of the Middle Eastern instruments are even more prominent in the overall soundscape as well. Melechesh has always been expert at blending absolutely pummeling brutality with transcendent meditative qualities that harness the worlds of black and death metal expertly, while also transporting the listener to those ancient civilizations of Mesopotamia and Sumeria, replete with the feeling of their distant cultures and traditions. It's a heady and sublime mix, and the original, the Epigenesis, remains one of several of the band's crowning achievements, with albums like 2003's awesome Sphinx and their most recent masterwork, 2015's Enki. I consider the Epigenesis to be a near-perfect album that blends savagery and mysticism in a wonderfully hypnotic way. So, when I saw this album come in for review, I thought, great, another instrumental version of a great metal album. Why do I need that? Why do we need that? And at the end of the day, I'm always going to love the original more. However, I have found the instrumentals version an even more hypnotic and meditative experience in a certain way. I've also discovered more elements that were perhaps buried in the mix previously or hidden behind Ashmedi's awesome growls. This version is more the kind of thing you can have on in the background while reading, or one that will really allow you to fill in the gaps with your own imagination. Without the growls, it does allow it allows it to breathe a little more. And I would say fans of heavy guitars, heavy music, who can't get past growling extreme vocals will have an easier way into Melechesh's amazing music through this gateway. As far as standout tracks, take your pick, really. I've always loved every track on the original, the Epigenesis, and it's no different here on instrumentals. This is a full album experience type of music, and the best way to enjoy it is to be fully immersed. That's my recommendation anyway. Melechesh are currently over in Athens, Greece, working on their follow-up to Enki, and in the meantime have given us this unlikely surprise to remind us of their previous greatness and to add anticipation for the greatness to come. The Epigenesis instrumentals may not be essential, as the original, as I said before, is a near perfect album. So you're pretty good with that. Yet it's certainly a fascinating, deeper look at the wonderful music captured on that more essential original album. Anyway, guys, how would I rank this one? Well, I would give the original, the Epigenesis, close to a perfect score, probably a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. I love it with the vocals, and I'm used to hearing it that way. So maybe I just have a natural bias. I love it. I really like it, and this is great, and it's very enjoyable to hear it without the vocals as well. It stands up, but I'm going to deduct a point, and so I'm going to give this one still a very respectable 8.5 out of 10. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Stay metal, and see you next time.